Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. So I am going to try to make some apple pie filling to put aside for Thanksgiving. And so I have peeled pretty much the apples and cored them and sliced them, and all this mess here. I'm going to tell you what all I have in this pot right here. I know it looks like hot chocolate, but let me tell you what's in here. We have 4 cups of white sugar. I have 1 cup of cornstarch, 4 teaspoons of ground cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of ground nutmeg, and 1 teaspoon of salt in here. And I had it over medium heat with how much cups of water? It's 8 cups of water. So 8 cups of water in here. And I'm supposed to bring this to a boil. So I guess I need to turn it up if I can bring it to a boil. And then you let it boil rapidly for 2 minutes. Yeah, pour water into Dutch oven, medium heat, combine the sugar, all that stuff. Then boil for 2 minutes, stirring constantly. Then I'm gonna add my apples. Then I'm gonna bring it back to a boil. Then I'm gonna reduce the heat, cover it, and simmer it till the apples are tender, about 6 to 8 minutes. And then I'm gonna let it cool. It's not too bad. Now this smells amazing. And like I said, this is my first time ever making apple pie filling. I mean, because you know, your girl is all into Mrs. Smith. I'll go and buy apple pie really quick. I know my chef would be upset at me at school if he knew I actually did that, but I mean, come on. But since I'm trying to be more frugal and use the things that I have, and I had a bag of apples, so I decided to do that. And with those scraps, I did not get rid of those. I'm going to try to attempt to make apple scrap jelly. Let me know in the comments, have you ever made apple scrap jelly? Because pretty much it's the scraps of the skin, the core, things like that. Yeah, we're gonna make some apple scrap jelly. I'm just being adventurous tonight. It is cold outside, stormy. I think for dinner I'm gonna have some hot tomato soup with a grilled cheese sandwich. That sounds lovely to me. So I'm gonna let this stuff come up to this boil, and I'm gonna let it boil for 2 minutes constantly before I add these apples. Okay, so I added my apples, and I'm supposed to just cook it with the lid on it for 6 to 8 minutes until the apples are tender. And then I'm gonna cut off the heat, and I'm going to let it cool for 30 minutes. Over here we have our apple scrap jelly, and it's supposed to boil for 30 minutes. And so that's what I'm doing with that. It's looking good and smelling good in here, y'all. Look, I gotta show y'all these bubbles of this apples. Oops, a little bit too close. Ooh, that looks nice. Okay, so I have finished boiling my apple scrap water, and then I'm gonna pour this over my cheesecloth. I just have a pot under here, and it's just a cheesecloth that I'm gonna strain so I can get the juice. Okay, so I have strained it, so this is just straight apple juice. Now what I'm gonna do is measure it out with my measuring cup, and for each cup I'm going to add 3/4 cup of sugar and 1/4 tablespoon of lemon juice. So I'm gonna measure this out first and see how many cups of apples I have. So I wound up with 5 cups of this apple juice, and I have just like a little bit left, not enough to make a cup. So I'm just gonna go with the 5 cups of apple juice and add, like I said, 3/4 cup of sugar and 1/4 tablespoon of lemon juice. And then what I'm gonna do is return the sugar juice mixture on the stove and bring it to a full boil. Okay guys, so I am boiling my jars and my lids because you want to make sure that it's very sanitary before you have it sitting out on the shelf. So just give it some time to just boil any impurities away, and then we're going to get back started. So I put the apple juice into the pot, and I'm supposed to do continuously stirring until I get a rolling boil. And then I'm going to skim off the little film and stuff that comes at the top when it starts kind of foaming. We skim that off. And we're going to continue to boil this until it gets 220 degrees. Or you can also do a test that I'm going to do because I don't have a thermometer. You get you some ice water and you're just going to drop a little bit of the syrup into there. When it forms, when it says when it's wrinkly, what does it say? Wrinkles and is a form, then it is ready. If not, if it's still syrupy kind of looking, then you keep doing it. So I'm supposed to be continuously stirring this because we want to bring it up to that boiling temp. And I tell you what, it is hot in this house. Which I cut off the heater because it's hot with doing this. And let me stop 1 second. Don't stop, though, just keep stirring. I wanted to show you that I have my glass jars into this water container because I'm going to need this one to boil the jars back up. Okay, I'm going to go back over here to stirring like I'm supposed to. Okay guys, so it made like 4 1/4 container of it. I'm gonna wipe the rims around each one of them. It's just a damp towel, and you're gonna wipe all around to get any of the sticky part before you put the lid on them. Okay, now we're gonna get our lids. I'm gonna drain some of the water off and put it on. Another lid. Now the stuff that I am using, as for the jars, pretty much everything of the canning stuff besides the apple and the stuff to make it, guys, from the dumpster. Yeah, I got these canning jars back when Michael's was the place to dumpster dive. You know, when we had to secretly call it Michelle's and stuff. Yeah, I got all this canning stuff then. So I have had it for a while. But we have this, and now all we're gonna do is put our lids we have over here. Sorry if I'm making y'all dizzy. And we're just gonna screw these little lids on here. And we have our hot water, and we're gonna put it in this I think my aunt said don't screw it too tight on there. I can't remember. Anyway, we're gonna get these lids on here and give it a 10-minute water bath, and then it should be ready. Ready to go, guys. First time making some apple jelly. I think I'm supposed to close it up. Yeah, because I don't want it to boil and it bubble out of there, right? Okay, that makes sense to me. I need a lid for that one. Oops, come on. right, so we're going to take our trusty little handles here, put it around our jar. Whoop! Look at the little, oh, the little piece fell off my. Now look, just because I said it's from the dumpster, now I want to fall apart. Okay, so then we'll just set it into here. Okay. That's such a pretty color. Beautiful apple color. Look at that. Alright. I'm going to set my little trusty timer to 10 minutes. I'm going to do this with one hand. Snap it up there. We're going to give it 10 minutes of boiling. Yeah. Ooh, I'm telling you, this was a long process. No wonder, you know, everybody don't can. I'm going to tell you, it really, because I didn't use Sure Gel or pectin package, and so it took me a lot longer. Now if you add the Sure Gel or something like that, it will be much quicker, really faster than it don't have to be Sure Gel, it's different ones out there, but pectin, then it won't take as long as it took for me. I mean, I got to the point I'm like sitting here like, this is not worth it. But anyway, I'm gonna let this boil for 10 minutes and I'll bring it back. Alright fam, I am finally through with this apple jelly and the apple pie filling. This has been an all-day thing. I got to give it to the people that do canning. No, this is not for your girl. I did not enjoy this whole process. I mean, oh, it was some work. So anyway, they have to set, you know, room temperature, and they'll do their little popping and all that stuff with their lids. And but this is the apple pie filling. Look at that. That looks nice. And this is the apple jelly. This is the one I have just 1/4 of a quarter. I mean, 1/4 of a jar. But look at that color. Can you see it? There you go. Anyway, so these things gotta sit there and rest for 24 hours or whatever, and then they'll be shelf stable. But I hope that y'all enjoyed the video, and guys, please give me a like on this thing, because this was some work. Your girl is tired. I am ready to go to bed. I hope y'all have a wonderful and blessed evening, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.